Proc means default is to give N means standard deviation minimum and maximum. But Proc univariate will give lot of things. See, by default it will give all the descriptive statistics, all the descriptive statistics, including histogram. Means it's not the default, but we can just ask for it, including histogram, prop plot. Okay. See, there is one more procedure which is also giving us descriptive statistics, that is called proc summary. More often, interviewer asks you the difference between the proc summary and proc means and proc univariate. So the proc summary, the default means the difference between the proc summary and proc means or the proc univariate is proc summary does not generate any default output. Proc summary doesn't generate default output. It requires print as an option. Okay? So you need to define the print as an option. Let's see. For example, I remove all this stuff. Let me copy this. So I remove all this stuff and I use proc summary. The proc summary will not generate any output. You can see neither the print option nor a valid output statement has been given. So you need to specify the print. Okay? So when you specify the print, then it will generate the N mean, standard deviation, minimum and maximum. Similarly for the proc means. But proc means doesn't require the print as an option. So you can see the same output. Okay? So these are the general understanding about the proc means and proc summary differences. See, if you want to store the statistics as an output data set, okay, so you can use any of the procedure. For example, in univariate, if you want to store the data set, so how you're supposed to do it? You can do with the help of output out statement. The output out statement will create or define a new data set for you. Okay. So, for example, you can create stat underscore rise. Okay. Then you need to define n underscore n mean underscore mean, then standard deviation is equal to underscore standard deviation. See, I'm mentioning the underscore because I want to understand. When I get an output, I need to understand that these are the outputs for this particular statistics. Yeah.
How will it print it?
It will not print. It will create. It will create a data set which will store the statistics.
Okay.
I will show you.
But why not underscore there?
See, underscore is just for my understanding because the naming convention. Do you have an understanding about the naming convention of the variables or the data set?
No.
I guess you are covering the baselines, right? And this is a very basic question.
Yes. This hasn't come up yet.
But it is the first thing which I need to which I used to tell the people, because they need to know what is the naming convention for any of the variable of the data set. Anyway, so the naming convention, let me write it down for you. The first letter should be character should we start with a letter or an underscore?
Oh yes, yes. This was covered, but the term that you were using is slightly different, which is I couldn't pick it up.
So what was the term your trainer used?
She used a different term. She just told me that this is the authentic way of writing
Okay.
the syntax, the program in SAS.
Yes. The first character will be start with a letter or an underscore, subsequently followed with letter,
Yes.
underscore or a number, but no special characters
Letters
and
cannot be
blank.
used before. Yeah.
And in fact, the maximum width will be 32 character only. Okay. So I'm just using that convention. Okay. Nothing else. So then I need the LCLM, UCLM. Okay. So when I submit this program, now it will generate an wait. Just pasting yeah. Okay, because I'm using the Proc univariate, so LCLM and UCLM is not the options available with this. Okay, so instead of that, because LCLM and UCLM will help us to understand about the lower quartile and the upper quartile range. Sorry, lower confidence limit and the upper confidence limit. Okay, but in Proc means I used to have. Let me write down in Proc means. Okay, so here they are just showing me the options are valid. So when I submit this program, so I can just have this. So if you want to store the statistical outcome, okay, so better you can just use the different procedures like summary or the means, okay. You can see the underscore mean, underscore STD, underscore LCLM, underscore UCLM.
Yeah.
So these are the statistics which I just created with the help of proc means. And here I need to use the no print because I don't want to print inside the output window.